What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Maryland Terpz How to Grow Cannabis YouTube channel. In this series, Bartender to Budtender, I'm going to show you guys how I took some of my bartender skills and transferred it over to the budtender career. There are a lot of similarities from bartender to budtender. We're going to go over all the major terpenes found in a cannabis plant. I'm going to explain to you guys what these terpenes smell like, taste like, what they're found in. We're also going to give you acronyms that'll help you remember these terpenes and the benefits of these terpenes. But let's go ahead and get into the video. Today we are starting with the terpene myrcene. Alright, first off, let's start off by telling you guys what are terpenes. Now, terpenes are the essential oils and compounds found on the cannabis plant. Terpenes are responsible for the flavor, smell, effects, and can change your mood depending on what terpene you consume. Now, being a great bartender, you have to know a lot of recipes. Now, being a great budtender, you got to know your terpenes. So recipes to bartenders are like terpenes to budtenders. Now, there are a lot more recipes than there are terpenes. So memorizing your terpenes should be a lot easier. Also, in bartending, you have to pair certain liquors and wines with certain foods. Now, in budtending, you have to pair terpenes with medical illnesses or the effect that somebody's trying to get. If somebody wants to be more energetic, you got to know what terpene to give them. Or if somebody wants to be more couch lock and sedative, you got to know which terpenes there are, or which terpenes you should suggest the customer or consumer. So today we are focusing on myrcene. Now, myrcene is one of the most abundant terpenes found in cannabis. Now, a little trick I like to do as a bartender, I like to make acronyms to remember recipes. Now, I like to make acronyms also to remember terpenes and what these terpenes do for you. All right, so the acronym that we have for myrcene is MIBS, okay? Triple M-I-B-S, M-M-M-I-B-S, okay? The 3 M's is going to stand for muscle spasms, anti-mutagenic, and it helps against motion sickness. The I, anti-inflammatory. The B, antibacteria. The S, sedative. The strongest cannabis strains are going to have myrcene in it. Myrcene is like your multiplier. It makes all the compounds of cannabis just stronger. Myrcene is found in mangoes. Now, they say eat a mango 30 minutes before you consume cannabis and that will heighten your high. That's because mangoes have myrcene in it. Now, outside of mangoes, myrcene is also found in lemongrass, thyme, parsley, basil, and cardamom. So outside of cannabis plants, you can find myrcene and all those including mangoes. Now, the smell of myrcene is going to be an earthy, musky, sometimes spicy with a hint of clove, and you might smell a little mango flavor in it as well. So now that we know what myrcene does for you, you have to know who to recommend myrcene for. Now, like I said, myrcene has sedative effects. So people that are fighting insomnia, myrcene will be a great terpene to go to. It is also good for people with inflammation and muscle spasms. So people with body pain, muscle spasms, myrcene is also a great terpene to go to. People that's fighting bacteria, so it's antibacterial, anti-immunogenic, so it's going to help really fight all viruses and bacteria. So if you have a customer that comes into your establishment, he was like, man, I'm having a tough time sleeping. I got body pains that's just keeping me up at night. I need something strong that's really going to put me down. Myrcene will be the perfect terpene, or have a cannabis strain that includes myrcene in it to recommend your patient. Myrcene would be the perfect cannabis terpene for someone with those medical illnesses. So some popular strains that you can recommend your customers with myrcene in it, we got Maui Wowie, we got White Widow, Granddaddy Perp, Purple Kush. Kush has myrcene in it. So if somebody comes in with the medical illnesses that fit the description of myrcene, those are a couple of strains that you can recommend your patient. That is Myrcene. Remember the acronym that is going to help you remember Myrcene. Triple M, IBS, MIBS is what I call it. Easy to remember. Anti-mutagenic, muscle spasms, motion sickness, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and has sedative effects to it. Very couch lock effects to it. All right? But on the next episode, we're going to tackle another terpene. The next episode, we're going to do limonene, which is one of my favorite daytime terpenes. So make sure y'all follow, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. So every time we do post a video, y'all get notified. This is the Maryland Terpz How to Grow Cannabis YouTube channel. And we out till the next time, baby.